Hansbrough slams it in.
I'll tell you what, young fella might need a little anger management right there after one of those dunks. How about the edge he puts on those?
I'm surprised the backboard survived that one.
You could see his eyes light up and those eyebrows go up, too, when he had a path to the rack.
Luol Deng is checked in for Winslow. And here's Charlotte. Here's Harrison. And Roberts has it in the corner. To the inside. Hawes, the pass to Harrison. Hansbrough inside. Haslam on him. And Hansbrough slams it in.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
Amari Stoudemire, with the change of scenery last season, was bought out by the Knicks, signed with the Mavs midway through the season.
That was the best thing to happen to Stoudemire, in my opinion, Kevin. He got to play playoff basketball again, and we know that wasn't going to happen in New York.
On the wing, Green. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
And guys, Gerald Green looked to be out of the NBA at one point in his career, but since coming back from Russia, he has completely reinvented himself as a player.
And for Gerald Green and him reinventing himself, really was just known as a dunker before heading overseas.
You know, Kevin, he came back with a better shot and a better understanding of how to win as a player. Strange to think that there was a time that he couldn't find a way onto an NBA roster.
And the Hornets making a change here. Hairston's checked in.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Roberts dishes to Hairston. Here's Hawes. And the layup's good off the glass. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Charlotte?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Here's Johnson, and that's a foul. Called on Spencer Hawes. And that'll be his third foul so far.
You know, one thing we saw a lot of last season during the playoffs was the hack-a-shack plan, pretty much purposely fouling a poor free throw shooter. A lot of differing opinions on it, as it wasn't fun to watch for the viewers, but many feel it's a legitimate part of the game if it works.
Dwayne Wade's checked in for the Heat. And the foul on Tyler Johnson. That's his fourth foul of the contest. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And Hansbrough kicks to Hawes. Pass to Roberts. Daniels with it. Hawes, the pass to Daniels. Out to the right wing. Roberts. And the three off target. The hack-a-shack or the hack-a-Jordan or the hack-a-whatever. Being a focus of the playoffs last season, we saw it up close and personal. It opened up a debate, Greg, on whether or not it should be allowed. What do you think?
You know, it's a touchy subject. I remember last summer, or spring, I should say, the commissioner touched upon it. You know, one of the concerns is, do you want to change a rule for the entire league when it basically affects two players? And so it's something that you got to be sensitive to. But to your point, the fans don't want to see that ugly style of basketball.
It's boring. It slows the game down. And, guys, Spencer Hawes signed a 4-year, $23 million contract with the Clippers prior to last season. Not sure the Clippers felt like they got their money's worth. He did improve a little bit in the playoffs. There still may be some hope for him in L.A.
Well, I'd have to agree with you, Kevin. I mean, he had some moments, but on the season shot a career low from the foul line as well as in several other areas.
And the basket by Wade.
Hey, kid, you ready?
Wade.
All right, let's go.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Roberts. He kicks to Hairston. A second chance effort. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. The Heat making a switch here. Winslow's checked in.
And getting back to Spencer Hawes, he actually stayed pretty healthy last season. He had obviously one of the best point guards in the NBA feeding him the basketball. But for some reason, Hawes couldn't hit even 40% of his shots.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
2 minutes remaining in the period.
And Roberts kicks to Hairston. There's a screen by Hansbrough. Another shot, and the rejection by Stoudemire. Here's Stokes. No good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it.
Well, you look at Hall's big contract deal last season. Let's be fair about it. I mean, that happened after he posted some of his best ever career averages the year before. That's why, if you're a front office type, you wish you had a crystal ball.
Kaminsky, he's checked in for Charlotte. The Heat also with the sub. Green, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade.
And, you know, for so long, the NBA has had 12-minute quarters. In last year's preseason, they began experimenting with the 10-minute quarters. Players seem to like it, but it would be a huge change philosophically in terms of how the game is played.
Count that one. Hawes got 6 in the quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Hornets.
You're right, see, it was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with them.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
Just a quality win, and you look at the box score and some really good numbers for Batum. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
And Clark, with the 10-minute quarters, the players felt like they were fresher during the game. Still, removing 8 minutes from an NBA game does have huge consequences.
Well, we must remember it's being experimented with right now, so keep that in mind. They also talked about shortening the preseason and doing other things to keep players fresher during the year. I like the thought process.
And Roberts kicks to Daniels. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Here's Johnson. And that's collected by Spencer Hawes. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Well, at this stage, you might as well have a seat and get off the floor. They've got no chance in this one.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, exactly. They got to be happy with the outcome here.
Elated, you're right. Green with the block. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Stoudemire. Out to Wade. Here's Stokes. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question.
The 2K Sports post-game show.